lifting is, but I wanted Derby to share that experience because, you know, that's what he commented to me this morning about. It says, wow, you know what, this is getting too easy. And that's often what I want you to be saying after you've done the heavy lifting for your company, and that's exactly what's going to happen. All right, so let me hit the start record. Cool. And Marianne says, thanks for the picture. Great. Yes, this is Mastermind episode number 1. On my Facebook page, I often change my timeline cover just for variety, but that is actually of my dog, Peggy Sue, that black lab that's rolling in the grass there. That's really her. And I put the quote there, don't follow the herd, make them follow you, because that's what I really want to impress upon all of you, to think out of the box and to try and stay ahead of the pack and be on top of trends. And I love this picture because it exemplifies that the most. You have all these cows looking at Peggy Sue. She just went for a swim in Lake Huron. That's where I live. That's me on the bottom left picture there on Lake Huron. And just close to our house here, we walk by a farm, believe it or not, even though we're in these estate houses or whatever, you know, 4,000 square foot house or more, and just like, you know, less than half a mile away, you walk by this farm. So anyway, that's what Peggy Sue thinks about life as well. Don't follow the herd, make them follow you. So today's presentation, you could also get a free download of it when you go to, and some of you may have already done this already, but if you have not signed up for the XD Spot Challenge, you should. It'll be sometime it'll be basically an evergreen, always teaching you the best practices of marketing online to increase your sales and give you a balanced life. But head on over to xdspotchallenge.com/sign up if you haven't done so already, and you will get a free download of this presentation and also the sexy blueprints and mind maps that are in here as well. And I think you're going to really love it. So what we're going to talk about are 3 in the series of the mastermind calls, which are once a month. I'm going to cover for the first 3 series 3 business models that will double your profits guaranteed. And this is business models from the past that have worked, business models that work in the present and will work in the future, 2013 and beyond. And this particular series 1, we're going to go over business model 1, case study of $531,589 in revenue made in 4 weeks. All right. We also have a video of this over at xdspotchallenge.com/good-karma. xdspotchallenge.com/good-karma. But what I'm going to do right now, and I'll answer your questions towards the end because I do want to have Q&A for all of you as well, because in this training you're going to discover the strategic business model case study number 1, the detailed sales funnel that was key to that result, a sneak peek into current projects that we're doing now. I hope we have time for that because I want to mix these mastermind sessions into what we're doing now, because you're going to see a wide variety from internet marketing, online stuff, to local business consulting that we do. And I'll show you a $20,000 mistake. Yes, just found that out last night. And you get Q&A today in these masterminds. So I'm going to first go into pure teaching mode, and it'll go somewhat a little fast, but remember, you have access to the PDFs of this. And second, you get to ask Q&A at the end, so that's what I like to do this. All right, so as you can see from the chart there, passive cash flow is the name of the game. Passive cash flow. You know, if you have strategy, and that's the focus from now and beyond in 2013, I want to really impress upon all of you is to have a strategic plan, and perhaps even more than one of them in your business, because what you want is basically not only passive cash flow, you also want fast scalable wealth as well. So you want injections of cash, and you want passive cash flow. And strategic models, strategic business models that generate fast scalable wealth is quite simply going to make you a very happy camper. And this picture says it all. It'll allow you to have a balanced life. And I'm saying this, and I'm truly changing sort of some of the stuff that I'm teaching, going more into strategic blueprinting, mind mapping, and the foundations of your business, because I see too many of you, and hey, it hit me too. Well, you'll get burnout. If you don't have the right plan, if you're not following the right strategy, you get burnout, or worse yet, and hopefully that person's not on this call right now, you will be susceptible to buying every single shiny object out there. I am not kidding, and I apologize if you're on this call right now, but one of our elite clients, private coaching clients, you know, one of the first strategic sessions that we do is to figure out your goals and where you're spending your time in the future, where you should best spend your time. You know, the classic Deming approach, quality management. analyze your current state to get you to your future state. And what we found is that probably just like you, this person was getting a ton of emails, hundreds of emails a day, and he's actually trying to go through them all, and he was getting exposed to all these bright, shiny objects and buying them. The point is, there's 101 ways to make money, whether it be online, offline, wherever. There's more than 101 ways to make money. But if you try them all, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get burnout. You just want to pick the ones that fit in your strategic plan and focus on them, all right? Because quite frankly, I want 2013 to be your best year ever. And I have a quote here from Zig Ziglar, which is kind of appropriate here. Zig Ziglar, you were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win. Prepare to win and expect to win. Let me repeat that. You were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. And I say that also, and it's appropriate to put this today because if you don't know, Zig Ziglar passed away today, and he's been one of my most inspiring, favorite mentors. Whenever I'm having also a down day or just need to get motivated, I pop in one of his audio MP3s. I have an iPhone, I have an iTouch, and I use audible.com, and I love listening to his stuff. He always motivates me. So rest in peace, Zig Ziglar, and for all of you, please use his life learning lessons and what he teaches to help you as well in your business. All right, so what you see now, let's get right now to the brass tacks. What you see now is something that whether you're a one-person shop or whether you are a large corporation or executive, mind mapping and step-by-step blueprinting your business will make or break whether or not you make money, period. Right? I learned this in the 90s when I first started for the big consulting firms, and they invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in you, and they put you on all this training. And at that time, it was business process reengineering that was hot when Harvard came out. Prahalad and Gary Hamel came out with the business process reengineering stuff, and that was what it was called then. You know, you go into these companies and you charge hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, to simply map out their current processes, because believe it or not, a lot of companies don't do this. Let me ask you a question. Do you do this, right? Do you right now map out, analyze the current processes that you're doing right now to make money? Let's talk about that for a minute. Think about that. Your money-making activities, your MMAs. First of all, do you know what they are? Because if you don't, you're in trouble already, because you might be doing 10 things a day, and I'm telling you, if 80% of them are not money-making activities, you'll get back to that slide where I showed that burnout phase, right? Or you'll have zero or low bank account balance, which isn't happy. You're not going to be a happy camper either. So I highly encourage you to, even if you just do it on pen and paper, to try to map out the processes of what you're doing. And if I have chance, and Derby, remind me to do this, if I have a chance, I'll even just show you real live what I did just a few days ago for a new product launch that we're doing with my team. You know, I mapped it out myself using Google Docs, or Google Drive it's called now, where I created a simple drawing so I could share it with my team because it was getting confusing. You know, all the little processes in play just for the lead gen. All right, so this is using MindJet. That's the mind mapping software I happen to like using. It is a paid product. There's plenty of free mind mapping softwares out there too. Free Mind would be one of them. And if you own a iPad, there's fantastic applications that do mind mapping for you as well. So basically, XD Spot, revenue streams blueprint. You know, you got to have a strategy, and basically have to have a strategy that involves quick revenue injections, but also continuity revenue, passive revenue. Most people focus, and it's not your fault, most people focus on quick revenue injections, and it's not your fault because most of your gurus or individuals that you've bought products from or to be trained under train you to do quick revenue injections. And unfortunately, the whole marketplace is kind of in that mode, because if I have a sales page that says, I'm going to show you how to make $500 in 2 hours or less, you're going to want to buy that product from me, aren't you? That's going to be sexy to you, right? But if instead I send you to a sales page that says, I can help you build a six-figure business in 12 months or less, which one are you going to buy? Most people think short-term, unfortunately. And things are sold by emotion, getting the greed glands going. And a six-figure business in 12 months or less, that's cool, but I guarantee you, split testing those two sales pages with those two different headlines, I guarantee you that the how to make $500 in 2 hours or less is going to be the head-on winner 10 out of 10 times. All right? And thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl is saying that MindJet is now For individuals, $180, which is fantastic because I think I paid $450 for it or something a few years back. So I'm just going to share that with everyone. Hit send. Oh, Derby already did hit send all. That's awesome. Mindjet.com, everyone, and for individuals it's $180, and there's, I believe, a 30-day free trial still on it as well. All right. So as you see, these revenue streams blueprint is, the essential thing. It doesn't matter what kind of business you are, by the way. Even if you're a dentist or a doctor, you should have an information product publishing company online if you want to make passive revenue. So at any rate, the three streams that are fantastic that have worked for me in the past: information product publishing by digital delivery, so you don't have a huge cost of goods sold, sending out physical products and dealing with refunds of physical products. That's a pain in the butt, right? Affiliate marketing, the bottom one, that's a fantastic way to make passive revenue and immediate revenue as well. And also take the skill sets that you learn to become a highly paid consultant. That relates to the $20,000 mistake, because guess what? It wasn't my mistake. It was someone, a new client that I was talking to yesterday. He lives in Asia, and he had paid $20,000 to someone else to do a sales page and kind of a product launch, and he got like no sales. A year later, nothing. So I don't know about you, but it's not good to be in a position where you invest $20,000 into your business and you don't see any results, right? So that person turns to perhaps you, who has mastered information product publishing and even affiliate marketing, and when you rather have that $20,000 and deliver results for that particular person. I sure hope so, right? So again, the expanded mind maps of these revenue streams blueprints are at the end of this document in the appendix, and I'll show that to you at the end, and you can also grab the downloads for that over at xdspotchallenge.com/good karma as well. All right, strategic business model number one. Let's spend a bit of time on this. In 2 slides further, I'll detail a little bit more, but this pretty graphic says it all. It really involves being strategic about your product plan and what product you're offering. All right, so basically the first block, RAS, everyone has to guess what RAS means before I get to the second slide from here, okay? But first let's talk about the money, because I think everyone gets excited about seeing the money and seeing that this business model actually works, right? So this is something from 2011. Oh, look at that. Goodness gracious, it's like a year ago. Isn't that cool? I didn't plan it this way, I swear, but a year ago, the total sales just for that one day came in as $169,606. Everyone see that? That's pretty cool, right? As you see, sorry, one day. It's not one day. Sorry, that's 1 month. So I better change that. Look, someone could have won a prize if he had said something here. But that in 1 month, right? $169,606 in sales, and then in the same time frame, 1 month, affiliate sales of $16,994. That's in the middle there. And then with another affiliate program in that same time frame, just in the month of December, $70,219. All right. Now, the total of that, if you add it all up, plus, and that's, we're going to talk about sales funnel, the back end stuff. We sold 100 units of 1,497. We sold 50 units at 497, 3 units at 10 grand. That's $531,589. All right. So I hope that excites you. And let's talk about this business model here, this graphic here. And if you're not excited, then I suggest you get off this training, because then this is not for you if that kind of dollar amount doesn't excite you.
Hey,
All right.
Maria.
So RAS. Yes.
Maria,
Yes.
real quick, I am so excited. Now, I'm excited because not for the $531,000, but the blueprint strategy that you've gotten there from the beginning all the way to the end. You've already have it set up. So that's the whole thing. It's not the money. It's really the system that you're about to show people, which I'm really excited about that, because that's the whole game,
Well,
to getting that.
well, it's cool. And Derby, you've sort of been on the inside scenes of it over the last few weeks, and like it's like a money a money fire hose.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. I'm very excited about it because I'm like saying, "Oh my God, it just makes sense." But could I tell you, everything that you've explained to us in the webinars, it's really the same thing that you're doing. And it's funny because what you teach, what you preach, you really do. And it's like there's nothing else. It's exactly what you're explaining to the audience and the students here. And if they just take action and really push themselves, they're gonna get it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, so basically RAS stands for Reticular Activating System. And Cheryl, congratulations, you got that. And yeah, savvy person you are, because I know that this works. Reticular activating system. What that means, RAS on the top right. Notice how that's first. That's the first part to this blueprint. The reason why, and this is exactly what I did. I'm not kidding. I should have scanned it in for you because I actually have it right here at my desk in my hand, so I could show it to you for today's webinar, or talk to it, I should say. That what I did, a reticular activating system, what that means, it's a part of your brain, and it allows you, it's proven actually to do this, that when you focus on an end result and you have a really clear vision of it at even a cellular level, and everything in your body, everything in your brain is going to be so focused on that, it's going to help you like a magnet be attracted to you achieving that result, so that your actions will start being in alignment with what you have set your reticular activating system for. It could be used in a good way and a bad way, all right? Bad way meaning, what if you're driving and you're like, oh gosh, I hope I don't hit that tree. I hope I don't hit that tree. I hope I don't hit that tree. If it's an icy, snowy road and you're going around a curve, you see a tree, you see a tree. If you keep thinking, I hope I don't hit the tree, hope you don't hit the tree, guess what? Bada bing, bada boom, boom, you're going to hit the tree. All right, because your mind's been focused on it. It's crazy. So what you want to do is switch that, control it. You can control what's in your mind, control what your reticular activating system is. And what we did in this case, no one at that time had ever sold on the Warrior form, which is a popular marketing form, $100,000 worth of product in 24 hours. And we had set that as a goal. I had created the 100K in 24 hours WSO picture here, and I put a picture of it, and I put it in red text, and I put a picture of a red car, and I said inception date 25th of June 2011 when we came up with the idea, and implementation would be mid to late August. We ended up implementing it a couple months later, but I printed it out, I laminated it, and I made like 5 copies. I had one in my wallet, I had one by my computer, I had one by my fridge, and I had one by my dresser side table. So everywhere I looked, it was there. So my reticular activating system was being set to achieving that goal of $100,000 in one day. Does that make sense? And it is like the law of attraction in a way, but it's getting more definitive. It's a bit like a vision board, but I'm talking, see how definitive it was? 100,000 in 24 hours. And then I printed it out and everything. And I even said what the date of implementation of it would be, right? And then in green, you see business system setup. A lot of individuals go out and want to start making their money, but they forget about the systems to set up. Like, what about your customer service, right? I think one of the reasons there's been such strong success just in, I think 2008, 2009 was when I launched my first product online. The overwhelming success has simply been also because I paid attention to systems. I had I hired staff, trained them extensively, and really focused on customer service. I hired individuals that actually only care about customer service, who would get mad at me and slap me around if I wasn't, giving our customers proper time, quality products, etc. Because that person cares so much about you, the buyer, and that transfers into the whole value culture of your business. All right, so that's just one set, customer service. How are you going to handle that? If you're a one-person show, is it going to be support at the name of your company.com, or is it going to be just simply support, Maria support at gmail.com, maybe at Gmail. Point is, get some systems set up for it. Don't get broadsided, which I see so many people do, that all of a sudden, they don't know how to handle those things. How do you take payment, right? How is the process flow of you delivering the product going to be like? And if it's a business you're setting up, who's doing your accounting, who's doing the collections of affiliate payments, and then who's paying out affiliates, all that kind of stuff. You got to map that out and really get those down, all right? So strategic product plan, what we're talking about here, now that we've got the RIS and the business system set up all straightened out here, what's your strategic product plan? And from left to right, these are important key success factors. There's the hungry market. You got to have a hungry market, meaning don't go out producing, how to raise purple butterflies, because there's not a huge market for that. You're not going to sell a lot of those products, versus if you have a product of how to safely lose 10 pounds in 1 month in less than 30 minutes a day, guaranteed, or something. That's a pretty hungry market, right? There's, especially before New Year's resolutions, all that stuff, you're going to have a lot of people who want to, there's just a huge marketplace, the weight loss industry, or, so enough said about that. Sales funnel. right? The next few slides, I'm going to show you the sales funnel. Most people make this mistake as well. And forgive me if I'm singling you out as you're watching this right now. I don't mean to do this on purpose, but I mean to do this because I really, truly care about you and I want you to fix your business. I can't say enough how many times in the last 2 months when word got out on the street, so to say, that I wasn't as involved on some of the businesses that I had, that a lot of people came and approached me and wanted to pay me money to help them develop their entire sales funnel, back-end sales funnel, because they knew they sucked at it. They knew they didn't have it. They knew that it was causing them to make only tens of thousands of dollars rather than hundreds of thousands of dollars in a short time frame, if not over $1 million. Okay, you really got to think about your sales funnel. And if you don't have other products that you have created that you're selling, and again, if you're a brick and mortar business, it applies to you as well. McDonald's is the best example of this. Would you like fries with that? If you go there to have a burger. Some fast food places are even changing it up and hitting you up on a sale before you even speak. I was today going through Tim Hortons drive-through, which is a coffee shop in Canada for all you non-Canadians, and I was went to order just a coffee, and before I could say boo, rolled down the window, and they're about to say, "Can I take your order?" All of a sudden, they're like, "Would you like to order our freshly grilled chicken Tuscan panini of the day?" And I'm like, "Huh?" So, I mean, bottom line, there's some systems in place there. Their staff knows, just like McDonald's, their staff knows what to say, and they're trained because it works, but they know their sales funnel. All right, so that's something that you need that. And Marjorie, I agree with you saying these are the things missing from the shiny objects. LOL. Yeah, absolutely. So, at any rate, master the sales funnel. Master for your own business, and then you can also charge big bucks to help other people with that as well. Okay, community mafia offer. What does that mean? What's that thing in purple? Well, what that means is that you got to have a hungry market, people who want what you got, right? Got to have the right sales funnel in place, because otherwise you're just wasting your time. Even if you make a quick bunch of money initially, without that sales funnel, not good. What the community mafia offer means is that you give them an offer they can't refuse. That's sort of what it means. In this case, in this product example where we made over $500,000 in 4 weeks, it was a crazy offer. It was under $20 for them to get in on 7 days of training. It was, who would say no to that, right? And when I say community, there's more than just your buyers involved here. Who are also your most important stakeholders, constituents in your community are your affiliates, your 100% free sales force, right? If you can have affiliates send to their lists, that's what that way, if you're even a new startup, you can get other people to promote you. What's the mafia offer for them? Is it 100% commission? So if they sell it, the $20 that comes in doesn't go to you, it goes to them. But you don't care because you got your sales funnel in place, so you know you're going to make money on the back end, right? And if I have time, I'll show you at the end of this series, this training right now, the real live example where this particular new client of ours there is no really community, because it's in a niche that I don't have an established brand in. And so for me to go out then and create the community, the mafia offer, that's what I'll be brainstorming over the next 2 weeks with. I have to follow these same building blocks, right? There's a hungry market, check. Sales funnel, no, it sucks. I got to redo that with that particular client. Community mafia offer, don't know yet, but I just try to get approval for at least $1,000 cash to offer to affiliates, and also reciprocal mailing as well for the winner. So in our case, in this example, we gave away a car, a 1967 red Mustang. It was worth about $20,000. Gave it away. And I'm telling you, the top 3 affiliates brought in more than 50% of the sales. The top 3 affiliates brought in more than 50% of the sales. So that's huge, all right? And then also fast product creation on the right-hand side. I hope you see how excited I'm getting about this. I hope this excites you, because I love it and live and breathe and passionate about these strategic business plans, these business models, okay? Fast product creation. Too many people get hung up on creating their product, and instead of creating it in a very short period of time, they take months and months and months, all right? I was on a Skype consulting call with someone about 3 weeks ago that's had a great information product idea. They've already had a success track record with it, and they wanted to create a product out of it, showing other people how to make money with it, and the person still hasn't launched it to this day. All right, and again, if that person's on this call, I apologize, but the point is, you just got to get off your duff and just do it with a timeline. Go put yourself, get yourself a time, even a kitchen clock timer, and I actually use one. I have a little pink piggy timer, and I'll put 15 minutes on, and it'll make that big beep when it's done. And that's what I do for fast product creation. I'll give myself a timeline. Okay, for the next hour, boom, I'm working on this. I'm going to give myself a deadline. Write that down. Give yourself a deadline for when you want that product done. All right, if you say you want it done in 30 days from now, you're probably going to be on the 28th day just starting it. If you say you want it done in the next 2 days, the next 48 hours, you're probably going to get it done. And Derby can attest to that because I've given him deadlines for stuff. So get this done within 1 day. It produces the fastest results for you. So fast product creation, I really encourage you to start giving yourself deadlines and to not get hung up on making it an A++ product. If it's a B+ or A-, but you have great customer service and just great ethical ways of do business, you're still going to wow your marketplace. All right. So let's get to, I'm good. I'm glad you're liking this. Just a bit of feedback. This is a little bit different than some of the masterminds that I've done in the past because typically we get a little bit more chit-chatty and we go to Q&A faster, where I'd like to save it to the end. But if you're getting great value of this style, let me know. Just say yes in the question and answer box there of the live webinar. Great info, Thomas says. Gina says, yes, this is very exciting. Malcolm says, indeed. Jerome says, yes. Diane says, yes. Kathy says, yes, better than chit chat. All right. Cheryl says, yes, meat and potatoes. All right. So the sales funnel. Now, the reason I'm showing you this, please, I can't stress this enough. I'm showing you this not to brag about this accomplishment, this particular product funnel. I'm showing you this as a concrete example so that you can create one for yourself. And I don't care what business you're in, whether you sell pink underwear, I don't care. What I want you to do is apply the methodology of this to your own business. And I've tried to break it down so it looks so stupidly simple that even a 5-year-old can do it. All right? I want to make it so stupidly simple that even you can do it. All right? So there's no excuse that if you have an initial product right now, or perhaps you're a marketing consultant and you're working with a client that has some kind of service, whether it's a hair salon, a veterinary place, a doctor, a dentist, I don't care what type of business you have or that you're consulting to, this will be the biggest return on investment you can give to that person or you can give to your own business. And it's the first thing I do, or any consultant underneath me or with me, partners with me. When we were on the call yesterday with that person from Asia, that was the first thing within the first 10 minutes that we drilled down into. Okay, what's your sales funnel? And there are already key, how do you word it, improvements we can make to it, so anyway, at any rate, look at the blue chart here is $7 to $20 on a dime sale. In this particular case, the $531,000 and 589 sales funnel, it was on a dime sale, meaning that like for every 3 sales, it went up like 2 cents. Why they call it a dime sale, I don't know, because you'd think it should go up 10 cents, right? Which you could do. For every 5 sales, it goes up 10 cents, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it allows you on the sales page, because people buy on emotions, they buy on scarcity, they buy on fear and greed, fear and greed, fear and greed. So if they see underneath that buy button that, hurry, only 3 left at this price, you betcha that they're going to be more susceptible to hit that buy button. All right? Now, I don't say that from a perspective of you got to be too pushy and be unethical to sell and get people to buy your product, but I say that because the truth of the matter is people do buy on fear and greed, people do buy emotions, and how in the world are they ever going to know how great of a product you have, how much you can help them change their lives, unless you give them that little push so that they buy your product versus 20 bazillion other shiny objects that they might be getting exposed to right now to buy, right? So that's, in this case, that's what we had. We had it started at $7, and then it worked its way up to $20. Okay. Then the minute they bought that first product on the top there, they immediately got taken to a sales page that offered them something really sexy and cool for $27. Because the mentality is if they've already bought something, they typically, in their mind, psychology-wise, are in the buying mode. So the propensity for them to buy more from you is heightened significantly. So that is why typically you'll have about 30%. One sales page I had 62% buy the one-time offer. But so for every 100 people that buy something from you for $10, right? So that's $1,000 in revenue. Isn't that cool if you have 30 of those 100 buyers then buy something for $27 from you? All right, that's pretty cool because that's another almost $600 in your pocket. That's like almost a 60% increase in your revenues that you would not have had simply because you were strategic about your business and you decided to have a sales funnel and have a really good one-time offer. So you just increased like that 60% of your revenues. Now, who wants that? Who wants to have a 60% increase in your revenues? I don't know about you, but I sure do.
Hey, Maria, you know what?
Yes,
I
Derby.
I think that it is unbelievable, this $27. I mean, the one-time offer. In fact, there's a lot of people and a lot of gurus that you were talking about, that you told me about, that really didn't have a $27 one-time offer. And in fact, people that consulted with you, that's one of the first things that you mentioned. Hey, do you have a one-time offer? And really, most of them don't. They can't even, put that dime sale or that front offer in together. And I think that is real key, isn't it?
It is, and Derby, good point that you brought up too is that it is, if you are a marketing consultant out there, you can help other people with this, and it's not just information marketers or publishers. There was a client of mine that used Groupon coupons to bring in people into their business for massages. I believe it was for massages, and she was saying, "Oh, Groupon sucks, doesn't really work. I'm not, I'm getting all these cheapos coming in to use the coupons, and they're not buying anything else." I'm like, "Well, what's your script that you and your staff use to sell them something else once they're in there?" She was speechless. She said, "What? What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, aren't you, the whole reason to use Groupon or have a coupon is that you want them to buy something else once they're in your store?" And so I helped her. To make a long story short, she didn't have one. I helped her with that to make an incredible offer. I think it was for I think $400 to get this sort of like package deal of a whole bunch of sessions to come in, and it worked like wildfire. Instantly made a difference in their bottom line, and she was so happy. So everyone, please keep in mind it's not price dependent on $27. It could, depending on what your business is, you can make it at different price points depending on what your front end price is too. By the way, never go from $7 to like $97. Doesn't work that well. Okay, so try to keep it a little bit close. And then the left-hand side, it says provide, over deliver value to develop the long tail customer relationship strategy. I have that text in there to bring in a new term for you. Art and I were thinking of writing a new book called The Long Tail Customer Relationship Strategy, because we heard about the long tail, from an SEO perspective of your long tail search engine money keywords, so to say. But what a lot of people aren't doing is they're not developing a long tail relationship with their customer. So right now on this very training webinar, there's individuals that have been with me for years and years and years. There's a lot of businesses out there that don't have a customer that returns to them even 1 year later, and that's a shame. There's no reason for that because it's so hard to acquire a customer from the get-go. Why not retain that customer and have a good long tail strategy by giving them great value and then offering them as the two bottom price points here, and then I'll get to the next slide because I want to leave enough time for Q&A. You really will see that I'm offering here in the sales funnel different price points for a specific reason. I'm providing value products at different higher end price points to not exclude certain buyer levels. Now, let's face it, a lot of people go from like under $100 product to bang, buy my $10,000 product, right? And that might work for some people, that's cool. But what works for me, and I think this strategic business model works better, in my opinion, is to have different price points, because certain people maybe can't afford 10,000 yet with you. Some people maybe can't afford $14.97 yet with you. Some people maybe can't even afford $4.97, but well, maybe they can afford $1.97 because they like your stuff. They want to buy more from you, but you don't want to pressure them too hard into just one thing. So if they can still get more of your stuff, so you're providing great value and you're providing different price points, then that $497 buyer can be groomed into a $14.97 buyer once they see value, start making money with what you're doing, or if it's personal development or weight loss, whatever product you're teaching them, if they have results with what they bought from you, of course they're going to want to do more business with you. It's just natural human behavior, right? So, so there we have it. We have question and answer time, and I want to answer a few questions right now, and then I'm going to show you the $20,000 mistake. And I hope you got value just out of the first part of this webinar right now, because I wanted this mastermind to kind of be show and tell. And I also wanted you to get value out of it from a perspective of, hey, you get the PDFs of this, all that kind of stuff by simply if I were to show you the next slide. Thanks, Hager. He's saying this has been awesome. Yeah, if you want to find out more, and I love the quote here at the bottom here by Jim Rohn, growth. Don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform and achieve are high. Because you know what? If you stay in this community, we are going to kick your butt. So we're going to have high demands and achievements of you, all right? Thanks, Cheryl. Love how it's short clips of content. Awesome. So basically, more free training, but also more importantly, the downloads to this exact PDF that is going to be available to you right in your inbox right away. And the free training of the XD Spot Challenge as well. We're going to teach you how to create your marketing strategy to outsell the pants off your competition. You simply go to xdspotchallenge.com/sign up. It's free right now. We may start charging money for it in the future, but right now it's free. Remember, you are great. Yes, we're going to get to answering questions, but I wanted to show you that this particular PDF also has 4 expanded mind maps, your blueprint to success. I won't cover that today, but each mind map about the information product golden blueprint, kind of some steps, the basics, all that kind of stuff, how to sell it, helps you out a little bit with your strategic plan in regards to being a highly paid consultant. 4 simple key points for that. In affiliate marketing, that's a little bit more expanded, and so this one pager alone about affiliate marketing, I hope, can really help you out a lot as well. So that was just a teaser, so that you head on over to xdspotchallenge.com, sign up so that you can go get it. And basically, let's get back to answering questions. There's Peggy Sue, and she's saying it's question and answer time right now. Peggy Sue's my black lab, by the way, if any of you guys are wondering why in the world I keep showing a picture of a black lab. Hager's saying, all right, awesome. I like what some of the comments are. Hager's saying this is really cool. I'm already in to the XD Spot Challenge. Awesome. Where's Cleo? Cheryl says, yeah, good memory. Cleo's my cat, everyone. I will next time show a picture of my cat. She's actually limping today. I don't know what's going on. I got home last night, and my dog looked like she had seen a ghost. She was like panting like crazy. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I looked at my cat, and she kind of had her paw up, and I think she sprained it or whatever. So I have a feeling when I was gone, maybe she hurt herself and was kind of, I don't know, maybe screamed or yelps, or I don't know what you call a cat, a high-pitched meow. And anyway, so that's why there's no picture of Cleo just right now. So TJ's asking, great question. Fire off your questions, by the way, and if I miss answering it, please retype it in, because we try to answer as many questions as we can. We do have a lot of people on this webinar, but we do try to answer as many questions as we can, and that's why it's called a mastermind, so that we can all mastermind together as well. And I will show you then soon also the $20,000 mistake relates to what we're doing now, so you also learn from current clients or product launches or businesses that we're creating and doing right now. TJ saying, what is your perspective on a funnel that starts with a free product or service? It's great, TJ. Depends who your target market is. Also depends on what's going on in the marketplace right now. There's a lot of individuals that say, well, if you offer something for free, then you're going to get a lot of cheapskates. I don't believe that. If you have kind of the right value service or product that you're delivering. And the perfect example of this, I'll just give you a quick example. When we launched the Cash Now Challenge back in 2010, the fall, it was free. And we had over 4,000 people get in on it. And it wasn't through, believe it or not, the Warrior Forum or anything. We actually used a entirely different new kind of list that didn't know my brand as much or anything. At that time, it was Wild Horse Performance Marketing brand. And so those individuals, within a month period time, there were various products that we also then sold to those individuals that made sense. Not stupid products, but one was a software that allowed you to create a sales page automatically, created the whole HTML for it. This is before WordPress and like optimized press theme and all these cool WordPress themes that make it easy to create sales pages now were out. We created a really cool software. Actually, it was private label rights to a software. We just made it better, and we charged only $37 for it. We sold a whole bunch of that, and we had some other products, and we also had 12 applicants only for a $10,000 apprenticeship, train the trainer, making you become an internet marketing master program, and we sold out 2 days. So 120 grand from that as well. So free is good. The xdspotchallenge.com, we debated. Should it be $10? Should it be $7? Should it be 99 cents? Should it be free? We decided to go free for now. Depending on how it goes, maybe we'll increase the price, but it'll be free. But here's the thing. We're using an affiliate system, which is XDSpot, the social commerce platform that we've created. Actually, just full disclosure, I'm a founder of BizBliss Inc., and XDSpot is a product of BizBliss, a brand of BizBliss. And basically, if affiliates promote the free challenge, they will have their particular person they referred cookied to them. So if a week later that person buys a $97 product, for instance, we will make sure that that affiliate gets a percentage of that sale. We may even make it 100% of that sale. We have the flexibility to decide what commissions we give based on the ramp up of other products.
Maria,
Yes.
I just got to tell you, it's so important for everybody to get in, sort of like an affiliate program, because you were talking how important it is to get that in your future growth, because it is a passive income. And you want to surround yourself with the right people when you do affiliates, affiliate products, and also have the affiliate links, because, hey, it could be a great product, but if they don't have the customer service backing them up, like XD Pot Challenge, then you're not going to get you're going to have a lot of returns. And that's one thing that I'm really attracted to XD Spot Challenge and the XD Spot, is all the really back end, all the support, all the people that are involved with it. I mean, I was total shock to see exactly how it's going, how it's being put together, and all the people that are backing them up. I was really impressed, Maria. So I think this is going to be great for the people that are going to be involved. I think it's going to be great for the founders, and it's just going to jive, or it's going to really co-in-sync, together. And it's not going to be something that one or the other is going to be doing a lot of. It's just going to be running at great temperature. When a car is running at the right speed, then it's not going to overheat. So really, and you shared that with us, you want to take this at a level that everybody can make money, but it's not going to be going crazy. It's going to be at a great temperature. What do you think about that, if you want
Yeah.
to piggyback?
Yeah, no, that I agree. And I'll show that site sign up in a second, the XD Spot thing, because I can show the flow chart for that I had to do, because when you have a team working with you, it's kind of more explanatory to show a flow chart even of that. One of the things that was asked earlier was why XD? Let's see if I have a picture of the XD logo here. Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah, the XD Spot, here's the logo you see there on the left-hand side in Revenue Streams Blueprint. Why XD? Good question. Art and I spent probably 7 or 8 months ago. We spent a lot of time trying to decide on the brand name of the social commerce platform. We'd already received the first $1 million of financing to get the company and the software going, and since then Art's closed the second round of financing. And the reason we went with XD was because then we can carry that brand to other types of products. So for instance, anyone who uses the XD Spot platform, like say you have a product and it's not related to just IM. In fact, we have a weight loss product I'll show you in a second related to that $20,000 mistake I was telling you about. Basically, you can take that into other brands like XD Member. Anyone who uses XD Spot will get free use of our WordPress membership plugin called XD Member, and it's really cool. It's very similar to Wishlist. If anyone's used Wishlist, that's what I've used in the past. But why we like XD Member is because it's fully fully integrated with the XDSpot platform, so that if you need to refund someone, say someone wants a refund, you hit only one button once within the XDSpot commercial platform to not only refund them, but they will get taken off of your list. They'll get taken out, access out, instead of you manually having to do that. And that's huge. Also, it's all having your customer database all in one spot. That's huge. And so that's sort of why. So there's XD Savings. There's a product branch that we have called XD Savings that's kind of related more to the financial niche, showing people how to use that. There's XD, who knows? Talk to Art. Who knows what's coming next? But there's it keeps me running too busy. I thought there was a launch for January. I got an email today saying, no, we're launching in 2 weeks. Can you please make this happen? What does XD stand for? Cheryl, good question. Extra development. You know what, Derby? I don't think I've ever asked Art. Or you know what? I don't. Sometimes I have so much on my plate. I don't have the best memory for something for 7 months ago. I'm sure I know what it stands for then, and he's not on the call right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, it's kind of
Extra
funny. It's
dough.
not extra.
TJ says extra dough. That's a great answer. Oh my God, that is funny. That is really funny. So basically, the thing that I would say, bottom line is, Art and I were thinking big when we were coming up with the brand for the actual name of the software. Because look at the other software out there that we'll be competing against, even though we're much more. But there's ClickBank, there's Infusionsoft, there's Pay.com, there's JVZoo, there's Warrior Plus, there's probably a bunch of others out there. But we really wanted to be a marketplace as well. So any rate, the XD kind of just, allowed us to think a little bit more further down of branching that into many other niches. And that's exactly kind of where you can do XD Health, you can do all these kind of things. So that's where it came from. Derby, can you take care of Bud just maybe
Yes, I
one-on-one?
just did.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'd be
I
great.
already checked everything. Everything's fine out, and I've been
Okay, cool.
texting him.
Okay, so while that's happening, let me just show you one quick thing. When you do go to the free training, I want to show you something. We're actually split testing. Talking about strategy, we also want to be testing a lot of stuff so we know what works best, especially if we haven't asked affiliates to promote this yet, by the way, but when we do, we want to put our best foot forward and give them the best converting squeeze page, right? So if I go over to xdspotchallenge.com/sign up, we're split testing 3 different squeeze pages right now, and I'm going to show you live. xdspotchallenge.com/sign up, right? If I'm going to show my screen right now. And if I hit enter, you're going to see, boom, the lady in red right now. You see that? And we did this on purpose. Her eyes are looking up. So it's kind of a NLP subconscious kind of thing. Her eyes are looking up right into the email box. Get free training now. Join the XDSpot Challenge for your blueprint to generate fast, scalable wealth, plus live coaching. Simply enter your information below. It's just one email you have to enter, not name and email, because that will hurt your conversions. Still great sometimes to get name and email, but in this case, we were just looking for volume here. And if I hit refresh, we've set the split testing. We're using WP Split Tester, a Rapid Crush product, which we love, 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 love. When I hit refresh, we've set it so that even per user, per IP, it'll switch. Typically, you don't do that, but we wanted to just to be fancy. This is the next squeeze page we're testing it against. This is, and I know it's not a proper split testing because you should just split test like a change in the picture or change the headline, but this was using WP Squeeze Pro. This is a template of Jason and Wilson's Rapid Crush product that we put in there. And yes, let me in. Whereas the other one's using a WordPress plugin called InstaBuilder, and I'll hit refresh. That's with the picture here, InstaBuilder. So that's what's happening here. So the picture, it should be. I have to actually check this. It should be split testing against one other picture, which I find fascinating. It's not coming up, but this is the other one that's split testing against this one. So maybe there's something we just have to check. And that's classic. We're just showing you something. Yeah, Hager, that's right. It's a Martin Crumlish product, InstaBuilder. That's right. I'll be talking to him next week, actually. He's a cool dude from Ireland. Hello, Susie. Susie is on the line. Great. And Hager's saying some funny comments in there. And let me show one thing to you. Are you guys ready? This was the $20,000 mistake. And please ask your question in there to make sure we can get you the question here or get to your answer. But what does this do for you, this sales page? Anyone? Does this motivate you? This is above the fold that you see. I want your honest feedback too. This was the $20,000 mistake. I'm not going to name names or whatever, but the client had to pay $20,000 for the sales page. Yeah, I know. I agree. Everyone's saying, Cheryl says it turns me off. Kathy says it looks cheesy. Jerome says it's too busy. Hager says it's too texty. Malcolm too cheesy. Yeah, and everyone's telling us, just a really quick FYI, everyone's telling us that the link for the free blueprints is not working. Okay, so I will go fix that while I'm doing this. Derby, can you unmute yourself and just mention to, and by the way, this is the Facebook page that this squeeze page was put in as well, but I agree if everyone, what you're saying, it's not going to sell. It's too many words. Also, there's no benefits. It's talking about the two girls, and that's great. But also, here's the most important part. And I want all of you to think about this for your own brand, or maybe your consultant talking to a client. Once I talked with this particular client, I knew right away that this does not match his message at all. This person's so genuine, and this sales page is kind of like a well, this is the squeeze page. If you get taken to the sales page after this, it's very kind of Kevin Trudeau-ish style of sales page, like the shocking truth, what the government doesn't want you to know about the weight loss industry, et cetera, et cetera. Totally doesn't match him. He's so genuine. He's got such an emotional story. Emotions sell. And I'm just like, you just need to get yourself on video and tell your story. That's what's going to sell your product. And he's got the most amazing testimonials. That's why we want to move this, and we took a huge stance in this product, because the success records are crazy and very emotional. You start crying. These are two real girls that also improved their life, changed their total life after taking his program. And the reason why Chris created this program is that he got sick of all of the quick weight loss schemes out there, or you don't want to have protein shakes for the next 60 years of your life. He wanted to create something that was reasonable, that a normal person could do in a normal day. And so at any rate, so we're totally revamping all of this, and we'll be launching this in like 2 weeks. So I thought I had a month, but in 2 weeks. So we're going to have to be creating so what we're going to do is just have a simple squeeze page. That's just the video and the opt-in to start building the list. And yeah, so you're going to see us as we progress through this. So Derby, if you want to just answer a few questions,
Sure.
and I'll just go find out why the link to that blueprint is not working, so I can get that fixed for everyone. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
no problem. I was looking
Thank you.
also of the three pictures, to do the split testing. I think
Mhm.
it recognizes your IP address, and it's not going to show you what's coming up. I just checked everything.
Okay.
Everything looks fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool
let's
beans.
see. What else? Oh, Hager, you're too funny. Let me see. Will there be a recording started listening on the phone while traveling, but got disconnected? Okay. There will be a recording. In fact, everything is being recorded right now. And we will be sending it. We're going to put up the replay, and we'll be sending out the link. So, yes, you will get a replay, which is great. I love the replays because it allows me to go back in, like I like to call it, into the matrix. I like to go back and really review, because remember, you're not paying attention to everything, but as your knowledge is growing, then that's going to really sink in, and you're going to really take some ninja action, like I like to call it. Let's see what else. Yeah, nobody really liked that 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 squeeze page that Maria showed. Yeah, cheap and cheesy. Still not resolved. If you have any questions, definitely put it back into the chat box, because we're getting a lot of messages, and I'm here for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys, because everything that Maria is really showing us is great. And it's so funny with the different price points that Maria, and I wanted to bring it up, That the different price points of the clients is very important because there's a lot of local businesses that I'm going up to and they say, no, I'm not interested. Does that mean from him telling me, no, I'm not interested, that I'm going to stop going over there? No, the hardest game is to know who's the business owner. The hardest thing is to find out that connection with that person. And what you want to do is you want to continue going there until they tell you to either get lost or who do I write the check out to? So that's very important when you guys go and talk to different kinds of clients and you want to consult yourself. You want to go in different price points, different kind of programs, different kinds of things you want to share with them because they are going to buy from you. But you have to, it's like a metal. When you put a metal in a hot fire, you want to get it soft. It takes a little while to get it soft. And if you continue having this ongoing conversation with these people and these clients, then you're going to see that when they're ready and they're ready to pop, they're going to start using you and they're really testing you because really they want to know who you are. And like Maria always tells me, don't, a lot of clients, I tell them, don't trust me, test me. And that's what I like to do is I like to do that for several reasons because I want them to know that I'm sincere and that I'm there for them and that I want to make sure that they're going to take the action when they're ready. But hey, they see me around, I'm there, they know who I am. It's like Coca-Cola, they see me all the time. When they're ready to deal with it, they're ready to deal with it. Let me see, Pat. What do we offer for the first product, the $7 door opener? I don't understand that. What do we offer the first product, the $7 offer opener? I don't really know, Pat. Maybe you could elaborate a little bit about that because I don't really understand that.
Hey, I'm back. I can help
Oh,
a little
great.
bit,
Go right ahead.
but everyone, I'm a little confused as why the link doesn't work. If you could click the link I just clicked in the GoToWebinar, it should work. I tried it myself and it pulled it up. Like if I'm under Edit Message here, um, let's close this puppy. It seems to that it should be working. But what I can do is I'll fix this after. I'm using a brand new, fairly new Aweber account, driving me nuts a bit because they don't allow the old text editor, which made it easier to insert links. So I'll go fix this, but it seems to work for me. Seems okay, Susie says. Okay, thanks. So yeah,
Oh,
if it's not a clickable link in your email, just copy and paste this particular line. So
you
because if I go test and preview,
You know
it
what I
looks like
did,
it's
Maria? I did the same thing that you're saying. I cut and paste. And
yeah.
remember, guys, you know where the mistake is? This is not a redirect, guys. You're going to get as soon as you click the Aweber account, you're going to get it a download, an automatic downloader. So if you look at the bottom of your page, your Chrome page or your browser page, you're going to see that it's popped up there. It's automatically downloads it for you. That's what's happening, Maria. I think that they're thinking they're going to get a redirect, which is not. It's a PDF that is going to be downloaded.
Yeah, when what I again, it's if anyone's using Aweber, and if you're fairly new to Aweber, it's because they're also their new functionality just kind of downright sucks. But I don't have my old Aweber account to utilize. But basically, watch what I do. I'm in Block Editor here, which is just horrific. It could take you an hour to figure out how to send an email out. So what I do is I go Block Editor. This is going to save you an hours of your time. So pay attention.
Hey,
I should
Maria, I
fix it.
think your screen is frozen.
No, no, it's not. I'm going to hit
Oh,
X. See that? I'm going to hit the X.
oh,
You
got it.
guys see that? Yep. And so I hit X to close that and see this paragraph thing. I'm going to bring paragraph down here. And then this paragraph wording here. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to go Control V of the actual message. And then that was the URL that it's supposed to go to. So what I'll do here, I'll just say click here for your PDF of presentation plus blueprints. All right, and what I'll do is this is the link, right? So I'll go Control X. I'll highlight that, And then what I do is I come up here and I click this linkity button, boom, and then I go Control V. It's going to validate the URL. It's good. And then there it is. Now it works. I'm going to make it bold. That's the best way to use the Aweber's HTML editor. It took me a while to streamline this, to figure it out, because it's driving me nuts, because I don't have my older Aweber account anymore that has that beautiful, beautiful old text editor, and that's why some internet marketers are actually buying old Aweber accounts because it saves people time. So I got to put in a title, XD Spot Challenge. Let's say you are great. Here's your downloads and blueprints. Okay. Boom. And then I'm just going to simply hit save on this, and that's saved. I'll just hit next. So that's how easy it is. Hager says, I'll sell you mine. Hager, I'll buy it, man. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. If you have an older Aweber account, I will buy your Aweber account. But no, I'm not going to pay you $1 million for it, okay? I can, withstand then doing a little bit of what I'm doing right now instead of paying $1 million. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is delete the first message. There you go. And there we have it. So that should be fixed. So boom, that's all good. So what other questions do we have? Oh, there's the $7 question, right? Repeat that. Pat saying, for the first $7 product, should it be a 7-day challenge of some kind or an ebook? Pat's asking. Pat, yeah, great question. Pat, it depends kind of what you're doing. Does a challenge fit it, for instance, right? So for instance, our new client here has this fantastic weight loss product, protocol, methodology, if you will. Could a challenge fit it? Absolutely. But will I do the challenge? No. Challenges are a lot of work. I'll tell you that right now to put forth. But what I will do is just have a free report, either a video. That's what actually right after this call, we're having a strategy conference call with the client to determine what that freebie offer is. So it might be a free video, might be a free PDF report, video of how to survive during the holidays and not gain 10 pounds or something. And then the actual product, whether it's $7 or $37, whatever. In this case, this is an ebook. Many cases of mine, Pat, PDF report's great. I like to include a video as well, just because that's just me. I like doing videos, or even if it's just a Camtasia video. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Pat, and you can ask a little further. Why don't we just answer 2 more questions, Derby, and then we'll call it an end to this webinar. I'm trying to keep these masterminds just to an hour, and I will create, I forgot to say that, Derby, I forgot to tell you even, I'll create a brand new YouTube channel that will have these mastermind recordings on it, because I think that'll make it easier for individuals as well down the road, because I know in the past we had so many help desk support questions of where's the replay of that mastermind that Maria had and whatever. So it'll just be easier because you just go to youtube.com and search for Maria Gudelis Mastermind, and boom, you'll find it.
Yeah, Yvonne Jones has a question, if you see it up there in the 6 o'clock.
That's right, Hager. It'll save me S3 questions. Sorry, repeat that,
Derby? Yvonne Jones says, Derby and Maria, I've been following your training since last September. Did the presentation last week to a healthcare agency. Yesterday they called me and they want me to give them a price on getting their entire social media up. I'm so excited, but here comes the big one. What do I do? What do I charge?
Okay. Okay, what do I charge is the most common question that everyone has about your services you're offering. What I've learned from my own clients and also from training, over 20,000 individuals worldwide, is the biggest thing to find out is how much, what their value of one of their customers is. And you can help determine what you should charge based on the value you're bringing then because you're kind of matching a return on investment to how much money they're making. So if a value of a new customer to someone is only $100, and if you can only get them 5 new customers a month, then if you try to charge them $5,000, that's going to be hard because they're saying, well, I'm making 500 revenue, you're on 5,000 for me. But if they're like, say, a dentist, and their lifetime value of their customer might be like ridiculous. Say it's a cosmetic dentist, that's even more ridiculous. So maybe it's like $15,000. If you could bring that cosmetic dentist 5 new customers a month, wow, that's $75,000. So will have no problem charging them $25,000 for your diamond social media package. Does that make sense, everyone? This relates also to the target market you should chase, but I understand if you're just starting, get your confidence up, and Derby teaches this as well. Get your confidence up with some initial clients, but you got to go back and ask and kind of do a profit diagnostic, if you will, and ask them, what the value of one of their customers is, and then that can help you find out, if you can, that's what I try to find out, what their marketing budget is. Like one of the classic questions I asked yesterday in that call. Do you have okay, you've already invested 20 grand in someone else. And do you have a marketing budget moving forward for us to do this? Because I also would like to involve maybe also publishing a book for this person before New Year's, because it's just such a, weight loss niche classic thing before New Year's resolutions to have something, in digital format as well on Kindle. As well. So I hope that makes sense, Yvonne. You got to find out before you give them a price. You got to find out what they want, because I know too many students, clients of mine in the past as well, have many times underpriced themselves. Oh, I'll charge you $1,000, and meanwhile they found out that that company was doing over $1 million of revenue per year. So that's probably the best thing that I could suggest to you, Yvonne. I
Yeah.
hope that helps you out.
You know what?
Um,
It's so funny, Maria, because one time you said that when you first started, you charged the company, I think it was like 60 or 75 or $80,000 every 3 months. And all
mhm.
of a sudden, the company says, you know what? You just saved us a whole ton of money. In fact, you saved us about $500,000. And you thought you were charging a lot of money. You thought you were doing great. And really, you cut yourself under, and you were in shock. And I think that was a lesson learned at that time.
Um,
I don't, I
I
don't
got
know.
you read the same message I got. Someone who we know close and dear to our heart is saying, "I can't believe no one told me this was odd. This mastermind heard it through the grapevine." I know it sucks, doesn't it? Like, aren't you paying attention to my Facebook page? No, I'm just kidding. I know I don't have this bajillion list to go mail out to and tell everyone get on my mastermind. It's like it was just that's what we're spreading the word. No, we're keeping it quiet. I don't want anyone to know about these masterminds. Everyone's wondering, what is Brienne Derby laughing about? Sidebar conversation, folks. Okay, so Yvonne saying that helps. That's great. Maria Layden saying they won't take you seriously if you charge too little. Hager saying the underground is bubbling to the surface. Yeah, true. Marjorie saying, could there be a quick cheat sheet with some of the business system setup items just so you can have an idea what needs to be addressed? Marjorie, I'm so glad you answered that question. And my answer back to you is a famous Meg Ryan answer. Yes, and yes. Actually, Carlos Navarez prepared, and you won't get it right now today, but you'll get it real soon. The most amazing business system setup brain map of all the things that you need to be thinking about. And again, if I showed it to you now, we'd be here for 4 hours because there's so much more that we could teach you right now. But I wanted to go strategically high level right now. And you're absolutely right in one way that each box here can very well be blown out into its own cheat sheet, business system stuff. So you ask, you shall receive, Marjorie. I'll make a note of it, that next week I send that out to you all. It'll just be via email because I'm not going to be on a webinar next week. But watch your email for that. I'll get that to you for that. Everyone's killing me saying I'm not able to get the Aweber to open the blueprints. If people who know me were looking at this, they're probably laughing their derrieres off because this new Aweber thing is really driving me nuts. Diane, we're going to pump in the URL inside the chat box there.
Yeah, I'll do
And
that.
okay. So you can just click on that link, and Diane says she finally got it. Goofy. Yeah, I know. Aweber's goofy. Now, I'll make it a little bit more easy for you guys later to get that download. What's going to happen is by next week, there actually will be a membership site set up for the XD Spot Challenge, and we'll be showcasing our new membership plugin as well, XD Member, as well. So it'll be good. And other than that, Pat Snow's asking, are you still going to sell through the Warrior Forum? Okay, one more question after that, and then boom, we got to call it an end to the web this mastermind. No, sorry, gosh. I'm helping people behind the scenes right now. Not a lot. Um, I'm got to be very strategic about my time commitments right now, Pat, to be quite perfectly honest. I've got some other stuff going on, and it kind of, you know, talks about life balance. That's why I'm so key on teaching this stuff now. You don't want to get caught with a situation where you don't have a proper life balance in your life, and if you have the right strategy, that'll take place. I'm really focused a lot on the software company, BizBliss XD Spot, and the that provides kind of a big passive revenue stream down the road, and also valuation of the company, because we've had some pretty major players invest in it, like Google's Eric Schmidt and some other pretty big name players. And so the Warrior Forum for me right now at this point, even though it'd be the fastest way to build a huge list, like no doubt, hands down, it's just something I wouldn't be able to. I could hurt my reputation at this point if I did it, because I don't know if I'd be able to commit the resources to really provide the proper support for WSO, all that stuff. So I've helped others. There's someone I helped just even 2 weeks ago. He ended up getting WSO of the day. It was a dead, it was a great product, but it was a dead WSO. It's called a Warrior Special Offer, for those of you who don't know. I wasn't getting any movement, and I kind of gave him some pointers and a couple of things, and all of a sudden, it made WSO of the day and all this kind of stuff. So I'm kind of helping some people behind the scenes on that, and Susie's got to put a big smiley mark on that. All right, so great, thank you. Folks are saying, Maria, I got to go. It's so marvelous to hear your voice and you being happy. Take care. I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Awesome. Diane saying, thank you for all your help. I wish you all the best. Your new ventures. Love, light, and laughter. Thanks, Diane. It's awesome. So all of you, listen, I hope you enjoyed this. Once a month, we'll have these, and whether it's not whether it's myself or other people in our team, I hope you're going to get great value out of these mastermind series. We'll try to make it a pitch-free mastermind series, all that stuff, just so you get true value. And looking forward to seeing the XD Spot Challenge. So I'll talk to you all real soon. And Derby, thank you so much for getting on as well, and adding value that you have, because you're just kicking it on the consulting side as well, and it's just so fantastic to see.
Thank you so much, Maria. And let me tell you, I got to tell you, you are creating so much value and you're giving back to your community. And I think people will love you for that, because you know what? You're a wealth of knowledge and you take action. You've done it. You've gone to the peak. So now it's time to share the wealth and show the students and the consultants exactly what they got to do. And we're going to give you everything. So be prepared, fasten your seatbelt, and we're taking no prisoners, because we are going to the next level. And definitely you want to go into the XD Spot Challenge. And I'll see you soon. God bless. Take care.